Good evening. I hope everyone has had a wonderful evening, weekend. I am going to do a reading with my cursed Augries deck. And let's not mix that one in. Let's mix everything from my last reading in. The end of that one. That didn't sound like it was the end of that one, but oh well. Okay. Let's just save time and call that the draw. I was a klutz and flicked them out, but that's what we're gonna do. So let's just go. We have Justice and the Seven of Swords. And my kids have one of the books I use. So I am using Pathworking the Tarot for just jogging my brain when I feel like I need jogging. Are you someone who can naturally see both sides of a situation, or is your side the only side and that gets your attention? Justice seeks to know all factors and all perspectives before she is willing to cast forth a ruling. Perhaps this is because of Justice's connection to Venus and the Empress. Just like these two goddesses, she wants all of those in her charge to feel heard, validated, and relevant. This is not always easy, and sometimes she has to use varying methods to make sure all who come before her get the justice that is divinely and rightfully theirs. Justice knows her decisions have rippling consequences, many of which will send out aftershocks. Long after her ruling has been read, knowing what has been, what is, and what will be are all things that this card has to reconcile. You might think this sounds somewhat like the hand of karma, and maybe in some cases that is the role that Justice plays, but other times she is merely assisting you stay on your soul path. Regardless of what that path is, it is not her place to cast a judgment on the journey of your soul. It is only her place to judge how you choose to walk that path in regard to your engagement with others who walk alongside you. This is where elements of justice can be perceived as unfair, as you might feel that others seem to be rewarded for bad behavior, whereas those you love seem to be punished for being decent. Rule following people. Seem to be decent rule following people. Sometimes it can be hard to see how justice can justify her decisions. It is not easy to trust in the larger picture, the way we play, and the part we play in it. For oftentimes we don't know what that is or how we are even engaged in it. Sometimes you have to trust that what seems unfair in the current moment will end up being one of the best things to happen to them in the long term. And 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is the first of our ambiguous cards. Is this the card about stealing or reclaiming? Is the character in the Llewellyn Classic Tarot stealing swords or taking back what is theirs? Are there any indicators in this card itself to even let us know what the truth of what we are seeing? Considering that the swords are a mental mind card, could it be the mind clearing out thoughts and beliefs and ideas that are no longer needed? Maybe it's your mind reclaiming boundaries in your thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. This is when the other cards around your 7 of Swords in a reading will help you decide whether something is being lost or something is being retrieved. Balance boundaries. So what's up with the swords that get left behind? One of the very interesting elements of this card is that there are things that get left behind. But what are those things? How do we know what to take or reclaim, what to leave behind? Could it be that we are trying to gather elements of our lost goals or dreams? The 7 of Swords is connected to both the Moon and the High Priestess, which also adds to the mysterious duality of this card. Nothing is quite as it seems, and maybe that is the lesson. Don't trust everything you see or think at this time, because it's not all it is because not all of it is illuminated. There may be important things hidden and left out of the light in order for you to make good, life-affirming decisions. Balance. Boundaries. Balance, boundaries. Perception. Well, I wrote that weird. And that will do for tonight. Stay safe, everybody. Peace. Love you all. Toodles.